if it happens, Bud Crawford, oh, absolutely. We'll be there, Stephen A. We'll see Bud Crawford and Canelo. And I want to see that fight. But I would rather see him fight Benavidez. I agree with you.
Landing punches, like just the whole stat. Crawford is leading. And so I do think that it's a tough fight, but I would lean more towards Crawford simply of his, skill set.
That power ain't gonna be able to sustain throughout the fight. Watch.
Shannon Sharpe didn't hold back when he sent a warning to Canelo Alvarez about Terence, Bud Crawford. On live TV, Sharpe said Canelo better not sleep on Crawford just because he normally fights at 147 pounds. Crawford has been sparring bigger guys for years and holding his own. Now that he's moving up in weight, Sharpe says he's even more dangerous. His message to Canelo? If you underestimate Bud, you might be walking into the biggest mistake of your career.
Great fighters, they're not going to give me my due because I'm going to have 3 or 4 losses. And that's what's happening. Guys won't fight anybody that the fans want to see or a fighter that's deserving. You're absolutely right. David Benavidez deserved to fight Canelo, but Canelo doesn't want to fight him because he knows there's a greater chance of him losing versus Benavidez versus Bigger Charlo. And so that's what, now, am I gonna go see the if it happens, Bud Crawford? Oh, absolutely. We'll be there, Stephen A. We'll see Bud Crawford and Canelo, and I want to see that fight. But I would rather see him fight Benavidez. I agree with you.
Daniel Jacobs broke it down from a technical angle before dropping his pick. He admitted Canelo Alvarez is strong, experienced, and proven against guys like Gennady Golovkin. But Jacobs says Terence, Bud Crawford is a whole different beast. Crawford's ability to switch styles mid-fight, his sharp reflexes, and his fight IQ make him unpredictable and dangerous. Jacobs believes Canelo can handle power, but dealing with Bud's speed, precision, and brain inside the ring is another story. That's why Jacobs put his money on Crawford. He flat out thinks Bud's skill set is on another level.
For instance, when he fought the guy that he lost to just recently.
Bivol,
yeah. Shout out to Bivol. He wasn't really able to find that niche there, but in spurts you can see him adapting, right? And so the biggest difference between Bivol and Crawford is the size difference in the power. Even though Bivol was an ultimate boxer, he still was able to keep him off him with the sheer power and strength. But with Crawford, I think that it'll be challenging for Canelo to get around the skill set, but it wouldn't be challenging for him to be able to endure the pain. And so that's what Canelo would, because the mindset too is, if you can't hurt me, no matter what you do, I'm going to keep coming forward. So if Canelo could adapt that mindset, take the shots, because he's going to be throwing, and if you look at the stats too, in terms of punch output, in terms of landing punches, like just the whole stat, Crawford is leading. And so I do think that it's a tough fight, but I would lean more towards Crawford simply of his, skill set.
Is this the biggest fight for his legacy? If obviously he wins, I think.
Crawford.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it would be the biggest win. But given the fact that a lot of people, I think, expect Canelo to win because of the weight, where do you rank this in comparison to that huge fight with Errol Spence?
So if Canelo wins, it would be one of his most top tier wins, but it would also be expected. So I don't know if it would take the umph off of it, rather the other way around, because of the size difference and what all Canelo has been accomplishing for the last however many years,
Victor Oladipo broke it down in a way most people don't. He says Terence, Bud Crawford has a rare gift. He doesn't need raw power to hurt you. It's his timing accuracy and the shots you don't see coming that do the real damage. Oladipo argues that while Canelo Alvarez is tough, he can be outsmarted by a fighter who stays disciplined and refuses to get dragged into a slugfest. That's exactly Crawford's style, patient, sharp, and deadly when the moment's right. For Oladipo, that mix of brains and precision is why he's always believed Crawford has the edge over Canelo.
He needs to put that pressure on himself. He's done what no one's ever done before. 2-time undisputed world champion. So why not just enjoy? But obviously you want to go for that next challenge. Now for him, he wants to go for that Canelo. I would advise him not to go for that. Yeah. But if he's the man and he knows how good he is himself. So I can't really say to him that do this or do that. So really,
he believes in his skills. He feels
he believes in his skill. We can't answer for him. We let him go and do it. You know what I'm saying? And we all might be wrong. He might be even stronger than Canelo. He might pack the weight on well that he might do really well in there. So look,
You fought them both. Like, what are the differences between them? Obviously, it's way.
Canelo's strong and is easily hit. Very easily hit, very easily. Compared to when I fought against Crawford. Crawford, I couldn't even hit clean. So really, that's the difference. And they both hit hard. Because and you can see the strength. You know, when I was fighting against Crawford, I didn't think Crawford was that strong, but when he kind of moved me around a little bit, he is very strong as well. So look, yeah, but why does he need to give that much weight? He's pound for pound #1 in the world. Why does he have to go up and fight Canelo?
I don't
prove anything.
Canelo would say payday, but Crawford wants to be 3-time undisputed, and if he does that, oh my goodness!
Wow, I mean that'll be unreal. But look, if he believes in himself, yes, go for it. But don't do it if he's got second thoughts. If he's got second thoughts, don't do it. If he has to be 100% confident, and listen, I'll even go and help him for that if I have to. You know what I mean? Because look, I love Crawford. I think he's a lovely guy. Because I got to know him when I trained with him away from the boxing ring, away from boxing, and the guy's he's a diamond. You know what I mean? So if I can help him in any way, I'd love to do that. But look, but if I was him, just enjoy what you've got now, and don't take no risks.
I think you just got to watch the Bivol blueprint, the in and out. I mean, a lot of fighters getting stick now for being runners, Tom and Jerry and whatnot. But stick to what you're good at.
Jaron Boots Ennis gave major respect to Terence "Bud" Crawford, calling him one of the most efficient fighters in the game. Ennis pointed out that Bud doesn't waste punches. Every shot has a purpose. While other fighters throw wild and burn energy, Crawford stays disciplined, smart, and calculated. That high boxing IQ lets him stay accurate, conserve stamina, and slowly break opponents down over time. Ennis believes this kind of control and precision is exactly what could give Crawford the edge over Canelo Alvarez, especially in a high-level chess match where every mistake counts.
So people don't understand. He can box and he's smart.
Yes.
He don't waste no punches, man.
So he won't waste that energy.
And he really smart, man, when it comes to that boxing game. But it was me and I'm training him.
Yeah.
I would have him frustrating Canelo. What I would do with him, I would hit him with some good shots, combination shots, because you know, Canelo got to be set to throw punches.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I mean? If Crawford boxing move, he don't like nobody to boxing move, and that's what I think Crawford is going to do. And
Diego Pacheco tried to keep it balanced when breaking down Canelo Alvarez versus Terence "Bud" Crawford. He said Crawford's sharp technique, defense, and ring IQ make him more likely to win on points over 12 rounds, rather than knocking out a warrior like Canelo. But at the same time, Pacheco admitted Canelo's power, especially to the body, is no joke. If Canelo lands clean, he could end it with a knockout. For Pacheco, the fight comes down to styles: Crawford's distance, timing, and combos versus Canelo's pressure and heavy hands. In his eyes, whoever controls the pace controls the fight.
What are your thoughts on that Canelo versus Crawford fight? How do you see that fight going, and what's your prediction?
That's a very, very good fight. You know, two great fighters. I grew up admiring them my whole life, you know, so I'm excited for that fight. I think Crawford is a hell of a fighter. You know, if it goes the distance, he might be able to get that decision win. But I think if there's a knockout, then it might be Canelo who's getting the knockout win. But I'm ready to watch the fight. You know, I'm going to be a big fan that night, and just be rooting for both guys. You know, they're both great fighters.
At the end of the day, opinions are split. Some say Canelo's power will be too much. Others believe Crawford's skill and IQ will shock the world. But one thing's for sure, this matchup is sparking serious debate in the boxing world. What do you think? Is Canelo's strength unbeatable, or will Bud Crawford's skills expose him? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget, like the video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications so you never miss more breakdowns, hot takes, and boxing drama.